So I ask everyone the same question. The first question I always ask is, why are you running for Congress?
Well, I'm running for Congress because I think I can make a difference. I started politics 12 years ago. I thought I could make a change in people's lives, and I think at a difficult time like this in our country right now, you need somebody that's willing and able to roll up their sleeves and get right to work.
So, what in your background qualifies you to be in Congress?
Well, I think a lot of people will run for a race like this based on what they say they're going to do. I'm running based on what I say I've done as a legislator in Springfield, whether it's working on issues of government ethics, property tax reform, or healthcare or access to educational affordability. I've proven time and time again that I've been there for the voters.
What do you think are the most important issues that we face today?
Well, I think wherever you go across the 5th Congressional District, people are concerned about staying in their jobs. People are concerned about staying in their homes. People want to know that they have somebody that can get out there and work for them.
What is your vision? Is there something specific, a specific issue that you want to champion in Congress?
Well, I'd like to continue to work on many of the issues that I worked on in Springfield, cleaning up state government, making sure that people can afford to have an education for their kids, that they have job opportunities, educational opportunities, access to affordable quality health care.
What do you think Congress can do to help the economy?
Well, I think the first thing they have to do is understand who it is we're trying to help. And that's not big businesses per se, but that's working men and women around this country right now. People need help, and they need help now.
Are you for or against single-payer health care, and why?
Well, I would ultimately love to see us get to a single-payer system whereby everybody's got access to health care. In the short term, I prefer what President Obama is proposing, which is to use our existing infrastructures to get as many people covered right now as we can. But I think ultimately we want to get someplace very close to the Conyers proposal, which would be a single-payer system.
What can Congress do to put us on the right path to stop the damage from climate change?
Well, I think we need to obviously start to look at alternative fuels and renewable energy, whether it's wind turbines and wind farms, whether it's geothermal, whether it's better use of the efficiencies that we have now with solar panels. We need to make sure that we can not only improve our environment, but at the same time reduce our dependence on foreign oil, which would actually have military implications and international relations implications as well.
What should Congress change about the Patriot Act?
Well, my biggest concern with the Patriot Act is that in the interest of promoting the ideals that we built our country on, we may have gotten away from some of those very ideals, especially when it comes to issues such as personal security and personal privacy. I would like to see us make sure that we use better use of court-supervised warrants, court-supervised wiretaps, rather than giving inspectors a blank check to go after individuals simply based on a hunch.
What would you like to accomplish in your first term? Name something specific you want to do.
Well, I think first and foremost is get out there and let the people know that they have a congressman that they can get out there and work with. As congressman, you are the eyes, ears, and voice for over 600,000 people. And I want to be able to let them know that I will be there working for them, not as a congressman in Washington who represents Chicago, but as a Chicago congressman who works in Washington.
Will you caucus with any group? If so, with whom?
I think my immediate concern is to try to work with as many groups as I can to get things done for my district. If at the end of the day it turns out that there are caucuses, such as the Urban Caucus, which focuses on issues that may be of particular interest to the 5th District, then obviously I'll try to align myself with them when I can.
What committees would you prefer to join if elected?
Well, I think you've got to look at the issues that are important, again, to the people in the district. The Energy Committee, I think, is something of keen importance. Transportation and infrastructure would be another one, and government oversight. All of these would allow me to continue to work on the same issues that I've worked on in Springfield.
That's great. What kind of response have you been getting from voters?
The response from voters has been great. I got into this race not to run against anybody, but to run based on my record. And when people hear about what I've done and what I've accomplished, they know that they have a trust level there and that they have a congressman that can get to work for them from day one.
What else should people know about you that maybe they don't already know?
Well, I think a lot of people have heard maybe a lot of things about me. What I want them to know is take a look at my record, take a look at my background, and that I'm in this for the right reasons. Running for Congress was not an easy decision for me, but I finally made that decision when I realized that I could get in there and make an impact for people, and that's really what I'm doing. I'm really not running for Congress for me and my family. I'm running for Congress for them and their families.